if you like to do so, use the chapter marks on the timeline or in the description to jump wherever you want. I do these videos, at least the old ones, all in the same kind of way. I start out before the qualifying and talk a bit about what's happening, if there is something to say. That I do the qualifying, which is very short on ovals, and then we jump right into the race. And during the race I don't talk that much because obviously and actually I have to focus and completely on the race, on these old ones. So and then after race we are going to do like a race analysis kind of thing, go over the incidents, my incidents of other guys, what you could do to avoid stuff like that. So yeah, some housekeeping. We do have a little bit of new stuff happening layouts wise. I'm going to show you in a second. Just want to check. We are number 14 car. It's probably top split, so we probably will hang back. I might not even qualify in this one. Yeah, what I wanted to show you is the webcam frame, the layout of the webcam frame. That's new. I'm very pleased about that. It's done by David again. Thanks, David. As usual, great stuff. And I did some changes to my Heusinkveld sprint pedals to accommodate them more for oval racing. So I softened the brakes, so that might be interesting for some of you guys. Just a second, I'm going to do this here so the other guys don't have to wait for me. So if you are used
20.03, fastest lap for Carinus 20.01.
Shut up, cruise chief.
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Okay, no more updates.
Thanks. I strongly recommend anyone who's used to road racing, like myself, if you're going to jump to ovals, to reconsider recalibrating your brakes or your pedals overall. I needed a bit more of a dead zone because my foot is all the way on the gas and on the brakes. So I need a bit more of that zone, and the more important thing is that I experienced when I softened the brakes, I have a bit more of a control over the brake patterns, because usually, I mean, sometimes on these short track races, you don't even have to brake at all, which is good if you can do that, because it usually saves some tire wear. Always good on your tire wear. But for example, at Martinsville, at least I have not found any kind of a strategy to go around this track without braking. Quite on the contrary, I have to brake pretty hard here. Not too hard, but I changed the brake bias. By the way, I have to change it back up probably. Hopefully I won't forget. Yeah, so we are waiting for Guillaume at the moment. Let's look at the results. On the fixed setup, which this race is, I'm feeling much worse, to be honest, than on the open setup. The open setup is so much better. I do have few of these setups without braking down to third gear, with braking, not braking, gearing down, shifting down. Usually I prefer to not shift on this track so far, but we're going to talk about that when I upload the open setup race. On the fixed, I'm having a hard time really finding pace. I'm okay, I'm doing okay, I'm doing 20 flat at the most 21, 22. So these guys who are going below 20, I have no idea how they do it on the fixed, to be honest. I tried everything. Well, I didn't, practice that much, but maybe 100 laps. Yeah, I think so, 100 probably. So I tried different things, different lines, different approaches, braking hard, braking less, braking not at all, and I figured out that it might make sense for me to go down with the brake bias a bit, to balance it a bit out and have a bit more of a kick when you are braking hard into especially T1. So for me, T1-2 is much more complicated than T3-4. T3-4, the car turns quite okay, pretty narrowly on the inside. My line seems to be a bit peculiar compared to the other guys. The other guys, I have a much more shallow, angle to go into those corners. I'm feeling pretty good on T3-4, but not so good on T1. So, alrighty, let's do this first of all, and then I have to change the brake bias. It's on 62 by default. I'm going down quite a bit to 57.3. That seemed to be. I probably could go even lower, but at the moment I will keep it that way. So, one sip of Budweiser, or like we say, Budweiser. Wonderful. Need my Delta. Got it.
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks, Ronald. Yeah, lowest rated driver with Adams. Jason Adams 15. Maybe he is 15 of age. Who knows? Sometimes they are quite young fellas in this race. Sometimes you, when they are using the voice chat, it's surprising to suddenly hear, a kid. But all good. I mean, I like it. Why not? Why shouldn't I? Right? As long as they are trying to race as fair as possible. Yeah, I did one race, by the way, on an open setup on Tuesday, just for practice reasons, and I got punted in T1 right away after the start. Lost half a lap and no damage, at least not grave enough to feel it. And the race was quite boring because all I did was trying to catch up, which I eventually did. I gained a few positions and had slightly positive rating, but my safety rating took quite a dump because of the first incident on the first lap, and then later on I tangled up with another guy who had a funny line going into T3.
You've got a car low. Still there.
Way to go, buddy. Way to win the race on the first freaking.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear low. Car high. Hold your line. Clear high.
carnage,
Really?
Travis. $18 or $40. Yeah, I'm too late on the throttle life, I guess. Fucking shit. I hate this. I think I'm losing grip here. Probably been too aggressive on the first part of the race. Trying to get past Adams. Yeah, I don't know about the damage. I mean, I touched the wall twice. It was because of I felt less grip suddenly, and the problem I'm having sometimes, all the time really, is accommodating as fast as possible, and it just takes me a few laps always, it seems, and sometimes damage already is done. Yeah, I'm slow. The track is frustrating on the fixed setup.
Watch, you gotta hit them.
There's a car on your inside. Clear inside.
Yeah, it's frustrating. On the open setup I feel much more comfortable, but here on the fix it's such I don't know, I just can't get the car turned. Whatever I do, maybe I'm too much too low, going too low. Terrible. It's really terrible, gotta say. Trying to mimic his line, but he's still faster. Maybe he's braking a bit harder, I don't know. Everybody seems to be faster. Terrible. Really terrible. No X at least. Yeah, I was able to catch the car twice. I lost 11, it's not that... I mean, I was the lowest rated car. Fucking hell. Alright, let's get out of here and look at what happened. Not much. The first part of the race was quite okay, I guess. I mean, fastest lap 20.158. Let's look at the start. At the start, please. So there we are, starting from behind. Alright, first incident, let's check it out, what happened there. We're going to the chase camera, I guess. Alrighty. Number 10, number 8 car. Yeah. Oh, the 10 got punted here. Dustin. Yeah, Dustin. I mean, he was having a great race as far as I could see. And he was very patient. I had such a hard time getting past. Who was it? getting past Jason. I wasn't able, and then eventually I got slower and slower, and I dropped off. But when Dustin passed Jason, he was really patient and did a great job. Because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I had no idea how to get past the guy. Okay, so he got punted by Jacob. And that led to him getting thrown into the 8 car. Jacob got okay, he was the guy. He was one of those guys in the later stage of the race, which passed me. So I went a bit lucky here. Was able to avoid. Yeah, that was good. And then Dustin was. That was all good. Then Dustin was behind me. Let's look at it from his perspective. So the first part of the race was quite okay. Quite okay, I guess. Okay, let's see. That took quite some time. So I already was trying and couldn't do it. Was there contact? Was there contact? Because it felt as if I made a mistake here. No, it was contact. Alright, it was contact. No question, no question. And I was able to save the car. Jesus. And he went past me. I mean, stuff like that happens. I guess it was not intentional, hopefully. Then it's Travis. Travis behind me. So I think he lost the car at some point, at one point. Let's see. 10, 11. Oh! Really? Same thing here. Again. Again! I thought both times I thought it was my own mistake. Because from the cockpit it looks much tighter. As if you are, you know, in much lower as you actually are. I mean, there still is space. Not much, I guess. Not much. But yeah, from the cockpit it looks even tighter. I would say. Yeah, and here I thought that I slipped on the sausages here on the curbs, but I didn't. Again, I got punted is not the right word. more like touched, slightly touched. Sometimes that's enough to unsettle a car. And again, I could save it. Wow! Actually, the race was better than I thought for me. So I was able to avoid. Yeah, but in the end, I mean, the problem was that I was too slow. Overall, I just was too slow. Where's Travis losing the car? Oh, here. Let's see what happened. Oh! Uh-oh, it's Jacob again. Second time. And this was a punt. And it turned Travis. Yeah. No question about it. Alrighty, where was a particularly slow lap this one here? What happened here? I gotta say, it felt really frustrating. It felt really frustrating. Ah, that's when I was trying to avoid. I mean, look at that. It's just terrible. Don't have to go up that high, of course, but I was losing completely grip and I was drifting up, all the way up. Anyways, let's get out of here and look at the numbers for a second. And see how we stand. Race. So it was the top split at 2582 SOF. We lost a bit of rating, but minus 11. That's okay. The safety rating change is plus 0.12. So I'm sitting at 345 Class B. Of course, probably know that 4 and up is you get promoted to the next class, which would be A. So that is something I'd like to achieve in the season. The rating not that important to me. I'm where I should be. So the fastest lap of the race, Guillaume. Yeah, I just wanted to say, is it a French guy? It's a Canadian guy, probably Quebecois. Just taking a guess here, Guillaume Fontin. 19,899. That's a fucking great lap time on the fixed series, gotta say. And Jacob Harrell, a 19,944. These are the only guys going below 20. Me at 21.58. Yeah. Travis a bit slower, his best lap, that is. Ronald a lot slower, 20.3. Even 21.53, pretty much what I did. And here that's Jason with a 21.23, but I mean, it's just one lap, doesn't say that much. Alrighty, that's about it. I might upload this, for diary archiving kind of reasons. Probably not the most exciting race because I was just not competitive, really. I mean, I'm okay with a P11, really. I gotta say. So thanks for watching, and